I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Would you please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by Maddie Nas.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening and welcome to the 62nd Annual Graduation Ceremony of Gardiner Area High School. My name is Gabrielle Sousa. On behalf of the graduating class, Maddie and I would like to begin this ceremony by thanking all of you for joining us tonight as we celebrate this year's graduating class.
My name is Madeline Noss. We would also like to take this opportunity to recognize several very deserving individuals. First, we want to say thank you to our parents and family members for all of their support you have given us throughout our years at GAHS. To do so, we ask all the parents and guardians of the graduating class to please stand to be recognized.
Thank you to Superintendent of Schools, Patricia Hopkins, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Angela Hardy, and the School Board Chair, Ms. Becky Flez, who are here on stage along with the members of our school board, who are seated off to my left, for their continued support and leadership of our school district.
Thank you to the members of the faculty and staff who are seated off to my right for being here tonight, and thank you for all your work you have put into the class of 2025. A special thank you to Mrs. Rankin, Mrs. Witten, Mrs. DeSoto, Mr. Lassard, Ms. Perret, and Mrs. Arnold for all of their work this week helping to get us ready for tonight's ceremony. As well as a special thank you to Mrs. Riddle, Mrs. Lane, and Mrs. Gregoire for all of their help in making these graduation ceremonies successful.
Thank you to this year's scholarship sponsors for your generosity and continued support. There will be approximately $157,650 in scholarships awarded to the graduating class this year.
last but certainly not least, thank you to Mr. Walker and the band, including members from our middle school and alumni, as well as Mr. Munzing and Munzing Media for live streaming our graduation tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Families, friends, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2025. My name is Lauren Arnold, and I have the privilege of serving as the principal at Gardiner Area High School. It's truly an honor to welcome you to this year's graduation ceremony. Tonight, we come together to celebrate a remarkable group of students who have shown strength, determination, and heart throughout their journey. This is a moment to reflect on how far they've come and to look ahead with pride and excitement at all that lies before them. Thank you for being here to honor their accomplishments and to help us send them off into their next chapter. Let's begin this celebration of the incredible class of 2025. I'd like to introduce our first speaker tonight, Garrett Cadwalder. Garrett is our current poet laureate. He will be reading a poem entitled A Solemn Goodbye. Please join me in welcoming Garrett Cadwalder to the podium.
A solemn goodbye. 4 years of bittersweet. We say that school is tough, but in our hearts it's more than tests and beaten feet. More than tired eyes, these hallways are more than just trodden. They're the paths of knowledge that shape generations of lives. In these classrooms we find our questions, we seek our answers. We learn that every evil has a good. The teachers teach and we learn not every lesson is understood. Sometimes we struggle, and that's okay. We seek knowledge, waking early to meet the day. And now we close the chapter. Now we're all but done. So many years, so much fun, but alas, it's time to say goodbye. We move forward as we all must do, but don't forget the questions asked or lessons learned. Don't be afraid to live your life. Move forward even if it means straying from the hurt. These 4 years, these 4 days, 3 a happy pause, and the last a solemn goodbye.
This year, Gardiner Area High School proudly recognizes Danica Martin as this class of 2025 Salutatorian. Danica is the daughter of Kristen and Tag Martin and a resident of Gardiner. Danica has achieved this honor with an impressive GPA of 102, earning summa cum laude honors. Her academic excellence includes the successful completion of 3 AP courses and 16 honors level classes. A well-rounded student and leader, Danica has been an active member of the National Honor Society and has studied Latin for 4 years. She's also a dedicated athlete, having played volleyball for 4 years, serving as team captain during her senior year, and competing in lacrosse. This fall, Danica will attend the Florida Atlantic University, where she plans to major in exercise and health science on a pre-physical therapy track. We commend her for her outstanding achievement and look forward to seeing all that she will accomplish in the future. Please join me in congratulating our salutatorian, Danica Martin, and welcoming her to the podium.
Good evening, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2025. I'm honored to stand here today as your salutatorian. Before I begin, I want to share a quick disclaimer. All throughout high school, I was determined to stay in the top 2 of my class. To most people, that probably sounds like a reasonable goal for a high-achieving student, and it is a big accomplishment. The catch is, the top 2 have to give a speech. That's the part I conveniently chose to ignore. For those of you who know me and my history with public speaking, you're probably well prepared for any voice shaking, voice disappearing entirely, or nervous laughter. For that, I'm apologizing in advance. Before you question how serious I am in that regard, know that back in freshman and sophomore year, specifically during history class, my teacher would give me fun accessories to disguise myself before a presentation as a distraction for myself being nervous. That being said, if anyone has a light-up pair of sunglasses or a distracting necklace handy, I might be interested. This doesn't count. As I thought about what to say here tonight, I did what any good overthinker does. I watched hundreds of graduation speeches. Some were heartfelt, some were funny, and some were just trying to go viral. Personally, I was hoping for something simple, something that might actually stick with you, even if it'll never beat Taylor Swift's doctorate speech, and trust me, I've accepted that. So here goes nothing. There's a line from Phoebe Bridgers' song Waiting Room that I chose as my senior quote. No, it's for the better. It's simple, but it speaks to a quiet kind of acceptance. That endings, even the painful or awkward or bittersweet ones, can still be good, even if it doesn't feel like it right away. That quote, "No, it's for the better," feels especially important as we stand here tonight on the edge of something new. It's easy to get caught up in the uncertainty, the what-ifs, and the fear of leaving behind what's familiar. But it reminds me that change, even when it's hard or unexpected, often leads us to something better. New opportunities, new friends, and even new versions of ourselves we haven't met yet. It's a quiet encouragement to trust the journey, even when the path ahead isn't perfectly clear. Today's an ending. The end of high school, the end of routines we've known for years, and for me, the end of a family chapter. I'm the youngest of 3 and the last of my siblings to graduate from Gardiner area high school. So, in a way, I'm not the only one graduating from Gardiner tonight. My family is too. After years of showing up to these ceremonies, cheering among the crowd, and sitting through what probably feels like a lifetime of speeches, they're finally done. This diploma might have my name on it, but it definitely represents all of us. I want to take a moment to thank the people who made this journey possible. To my friends, thank you for the laughs in the hallways, the late-night video rants getting us through the hard times, and for making these years feel a little less overwhelming and a lot more fun. To my family, thank you for always showing up, for every ride, every pep talk, and every bit of support. Most importantly, to my mom, Kristen, and my dad, Tag, thank you for your endless love, patience, and for pushing me to be the best version of myself. Everything I've accomplished is because of you, and I'm so proud to be your daughter. Class of 2025. Rather than focusing on the stress, the early mornings and late nights, the drama, the last-minute studying or homework, the anxiety-inducing exams, or the days you never thought you'd survive, I want you to remember something else as you walk across the stage. Remember nap time after your tiring half-day of coloring and learning which letter's which. Remember the colorful carpet squares you sat on in your elementary classrooms as they read to you. Remember the art rack where your work dried, the drawings and paintings you were so proud to bring home to your families in hopes that they'd frame it and hang it on the walls of your childhood home. Remember the paper fortune tellers you used to make and use over and over again with your friends, asking them serious, deep questions like who they'd marry or how many pets they'd have. Remember the parachute in PE, the ones you'd begged to take out of the crowded gym closet and even in high school secretly hoped would make one last appearance. Remember the inside jokes with your classmates, the ones that made you laugh till your stomach hurt and the teachers were sick of it. Remember the quick trips between classes to get a caffeinated drink you definitely needed with your friends. Remember the feeling of finally finding the people who made even the longest days feel short. And most importantly, remember the you who walked in freshman year and the you who's walking out now. That's the stuff that sticks. The small, beautiful, oddly specific moments that made school more than just academics. The ones that made it ours. And as we all go our separate ways, whether college, jobs, the military, or whatever your future endeavors may be, I hope we carry these memories with us. Not as reminders of what we're leaving behind, but as pieces of what made us us. We've grown so much, We failed and learned and tried again, and even on the hardest days, we got here. We crossed the finish line, and that alone is something to be proud of. So yes, today is an ending, but no, it's for the better. Thank you to the teachers who pushed us, the friends who stood by us, and the families who cheered us on year after year. Thank you for every time you believed in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. To the class of 2025, we did it, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations.
The Gardiner Area High School class of 2025 is proud to name Taryn Nichols as this year's valedictorian. A resident of Randolph and the child of Allison and Norman Nichols, Taryn has earned this prestigious honor with an outstanding cumulative GPA of 102, earning summa cum laude honors, having completed 4 AP classes and 15 honors level classes throughout her high school career. A remarkable scholar and athlete, Taryn has completed in 5 varsity sports in a single academic year, a rare and impressive accomplishment. She served as a 2-year captain of the field hockey team and earned all-state recognition. In addition, she was the captain of the basketball and softball teams, while also contributing to cross-country and indoor and outdoor track. Her leadership, versatility, and commitment have made her stand out across Gardiner's athletic programs. Beyond athletics, Taryn is a dedicated member of the National Honor Society and Latin Club and has studied Latin for 4 years. In the fall, Taryn will attend the University of Southern Maine, where she plans to major in mechanical engineering. Please join me in congratulating our valedictorian, Taryn Nichols, and welcoming her to the podium.
Good evening, graduates, family, faculty, and friends. Welcome to the class of 2025 graduation. I am honored to speak in front of all of you today as we celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025. I would like to begin by thanking my mom and dad. Your unwavering support has been crucial, and I am endlessly grateful for all the time and effort you have devoted to my academic and athletic success throughout my life. Everything that I have accomplished is a direct reflection of the amazing people and parents that you are. To all the moms, dads, grandparents, and guardians here today, thank you for your commitment and selflessness. From every late night spent helping with homework to Saturdays driving to sports events, your role in getting us here today is immeasurable. Next, on behalf of all the students graduating today, I would like to thank the staff. Your time and dedication to our class has not gone unnoticed. Thank you for all of your time inside and outside of the classroom these last 4 years. Without it, we would not have been able to enjoy events such as senior sunrise, assemblies, and even the school dances that most of us only stayed at for 30 minutes. These are the memories that we will hold on to, and you're the ones who made them possible. Although we did not always appreciate it, thank you for teaching us lessons that extend far beyond the classroom. Your classes taught us standard materials while also leaving room for days that didn't have much to do with English or math, such as Mr. Harris's lesson reviews, where a wrong answer got you sprayed with water, and categories games in Mrs. Benedict's class that caused a debate that still has not been settled on whether or not honeysuckle is considered a dessert. In some capacity, every one of you has impacted the life of a student crossing this stage today for the better. Your compassion and life lessons will carry us throughout the next chapters of our lives. Throughout the last 4 years at Gardiner Area High School, we have gotten a lot of memorable moments. There are the memories that most high school students have, such as winning games on the field and in the gym, bus rides back with our teammates, and pep rallies back when more than 20 kids from our class attended. Then there are the memories that are a little more unique to Gardiner students, like when you don't get a spot at the top of the parking lot, so you have to venture to the bottom where the potholes have converged to the point where they can only be described as a crater. And hearing Mr. Lassard serenade the class in sophomore English. Throughout our high school careers, we have made a lot of memories, some good, some not as good, but almost all of them are unforgettable. Although our senior year had some setbacks, beginning with the abrupt departure of one of Gardiner's most beloved science teachers, Mr. Brown, the news that we would not be able to have a typical Lit Fest, and only getting out of schools 2 days before the underclassmen our class was determined to make this year as memorable as possible. We were able to set up a senior sunrise, a senior prank that was only left up for about 15 minutes, and participate in a game filled with chase downs, betrayals, and a questionable fake kidnapping, Senior Assassin. None of these moments would have been possible without the involvement of all of the graduates sitting before me. Thank you all for being incredible friends, teammates, and classmates. Your involvement and connection to one another is what made this year so special. I hope that you take the friendships you made at this school and keep them for the rest of your lives. If I can give you one piece of advice before I end this speech, it would be to enjoy every moment. Leaving for college is exciting, but for some of us, this is the last few months that we will be around the people that we have grown up with, so enjoy every minute of it. Wherever you go next, be open to change and make sure to live a life that you love. I want to wish every one of you good luck on whatever path you're taking. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2025.
It is my honor to introduce tonight's guest speaker, someone who has been a guiding force in MS80 11 for the past 15 years and a respected leader in education across the state of Maine. Ms. Patricia Hopkins joined the MS80 11 community in 2010, bringing with her a student-centered mindset, a commitment to high standards, and a deep belief in the power of public education. Over the course of her 39-year career, including 24 years as a superintendent, Ms. Hopkins has held nearly every role in the field: classroom teacher, athletic director, assistant superintendent, and for the past 2.5 decades, superintendent. Before arriving in Gardiner, she worked in several Maine school systems, including North Haven, Oak Hill, and Five Towns Camden School District, always with the same focus: what's best for kids. Her leadership in MS80 11 has strengthened programs, expanded student supports, and helped create schools where every student can thrive. Outside of her official role, Ms. Hopkins has been an active member of the Gardiner Rotary Club, where she was named Rotarian of the Year in 2020, as well as a longtime board member for Healthy Communities of the Capital Area and a supporter of Gardiner Area Thrives Coalition. She's also served on the JMG Board of Directors, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and held leadership roles within Maine Schools Superintendents Association, including serving as the president during the 2022-2023 school year. We invited her to speak tonight, not only because of her remarkable leadership, but because she's been a part of this graduating class's journey from the very beginning. She's watched many of these students grow, from kindergartners into confident young adults. In countless ways, she has helped shape their educational path that they've taken. She's someone who has always believed in students, who has spent her career working to create opportunities for them, and who leads by example, showing all of us that with integrity, effort, and heart, anything is possible. Her leadership has made a lasting impact on this district, and her presence here tonight brings her full circle with the very students whose journey she has helped shape. Please join me in welcoming Superintendent of Schools, Ms. Patricia.
Good evening, family, faculty, you tonight on this evening. Chapter one. You've worked hard to get here. You've studied late into the night, juggled responsibilities, overcome setbacks, and navigated a world that continues to change rapidly. And through it all, you've grown into young adults who are ready to take on what's next. Tonight isn't just about celebrating academic achievement. It's about honoring the journey, your journey, the friendships you've built, the obstacles you've overcome, and the values you've shaped along the way. Each of you brings a unique story, and together you form a class that is remarkable for its resilience, its heart, and its hope for the future. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to share a piece of my story with you because I believe some of you might see yourself in it. When I was your age, I was incredibly shy. This is going to be a little similar to Danica, maybe. I was paralyzingly shy. I never spoke in class. I avoided eye contact with teachers. If I was called upon unexpectedly, my heart would race, and I'd feel heat rise in my face. The thought of standing where I am right now, speaking in front of an auditorium full of people, was absolutely unthinkable. I wasn't just afraid of being wrong, I was afraid of being seen. I feared that one moment of embarrassment would define me forever. Fear and anxiety had a loud voice in my life. But here's what changed. I had people around me who believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. They saw something I couldn't yet see. In my senior year of high school, a very long time ago, I was named president of a club. That role required me to speak at events, including giving a welcome speech to the incoming freshmen. I was terrified, but I didn't back out. I gave the speech, and I survived. That small success gave me a little more confidence and led to more opportunities. In college, I took on leadership roles I never thought I'd qualify for. I began to see glimpses of what was possible. Later, when I was a teacher, my boss encouraged me to pursue a leadership degree. I laughed it off at first. Me, a leader? I didn't feel like I was smart enough. I wasn't confident enough, and certainly not charismatic enough. But someone believed in me again, and that belief made the difference. I took the leap, and I earned a degree. And when I was asked to consider the role of superintendent, my first instinct was to say, absolutely not. In fact, I said it more than once. I was convinced that I would fail, and that everyone would see me fail. But after much encouragement, I finally said yes. I agreed to do it for 1 year only. However certain I was to prove to them that I couldn't do it, that I didn't have the skills for the job. Yet here I am tonight, just completing my 24th year in the position. And I want to tell you this, I didn't fail, I found success, not because I had all the answers, not because I did everything right, because I didn't, but because I showed up. I learned, I grew, I discovered strength I didn't know I had, and it changed the course of my life. So here's the lesson I learned and the message I want to leave with you tonight. Don't let fear or doubt define you. It will always try to speak the loudest, but it doesn't get the final say. As you move into this next chapter, whether it's college, career, military service, or something entirely different, there will be moments that will scare you, times when you'll question your worth or your ability. Don't let those moments stop you. Take the risk anyway. Raise your hand, apply for that opportunity, audition for the role, start the project, join the cause, speak up for what matters to you. Try the thing that excites you, even if it terrifies you, especially if it terrifies you. Because here's the truth. No one ever achieved something meaningful by waiting until they felt 100% ready. The perfect moment, it's rarely given, it's made. And that voice inside your head, the one that whispers, I'm not good enough, or what if I fail? Challenge it, change it, say instead, I can learn, I can grow, I can figure it out. And then do something about it. Belief is powerful, but belief paired with action, That's how you change your life. You don't need anyone's permission to chase your dreams. You already have it. This is your story. You are the author, and it's time to pick up the pen and begin writing your next chapter. Your teachers, your families, and your community have helped to prepare you for this moment. But what comes next? That's yours to define. So listen to the wisdom of others, trust your own abilities, and above all, lead your life with courage and conviction. Be bold, be brave, and when that little voice says, I can't, respond with, watch me. Class of 2025, you are ready. Go out and embrace your future. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Hopkins. I'd now like to introduce our athletic director, Mr. Nate Stubbert, to present our athletic scholarships.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2025. It is my honor to present two athletic awards tonight. The awards I will be presenting tonight are the Alice M. Richards Award, which is given to the outstanding senior male athlete, and the Kathy Verhill Memorial Award, which is given to the outstanding senior female athlete. The Alice M. Richards Award is a personalized engraved plaque. This year's recipient was selected by the varsity coaches and the athletic director and is presented to the senior male athlete who has displayed a high level of athletic ability, commitment, dedication, and sportsmanship to the athletic programs at Gardiner Area High School. This year's recipient of the Alice M. Richards Award is an outstanding athlete in football, wrestling, and track and field. This year's recipient of the Alice M. Richards Award is Kyle Duty. The Kathy Verhill Memorial Award is also a personalized engraved plaque. This year's recipient was also selected by varsity coaches and the athletic director and is presented to the senior female athlete who has displayed a high level of athletic ability, commitment, dedication, and sportsmanship to the athletic programs here at Gardiner Area High School. This year's recipient of the Kathy Verhill Memorial Award was an outstanding athlete in field, cross country, basketball, softball, and track and field. This year's recipient of the Kathy Verhill Memorial Award is Taryn Nichols.
Established in 1984, the Maine Principals Award recognizes a student who exemplifies outstanding academic and athletic achievement, as well as exceptional citizenship. Each year, high school principals who are members of the Maine Principals Association have the honor of selecting one graduate who truly stands out. This award celebrates a student whose hard work, leadership, and dedication distinguishes them from their peers. Whether excelling in the classroom, leading on the wrestling mat, or inspiring those around them, this individual consistently demonstrates that perseverance and passion are the keys to success. A true role model, they meet every challenge with determination, a positive spirit, and earning the respect and admiration of friends, teachers, and coaches alike. For the class of 2025, it's my great pride to present this prestigious award to Kyle Duty. We'd now like to present our remaining scholarships. The first is the Augusta Kiwanis Scholarship in the amount of $2,000. This scholarship is awarded to a student who is actively involved in community and school service and who also displays character and leadership. This year's recipient is Sage Scully. Our next scholarship is the Chase Hayward Fawcett Scholarship in the amount of $3,000. Chase Hayward Fawcett graduated from Gardiner Area High School in 2020. He attended Maine Maritime Academy in the International Business and Logistics program for 3 years before being tragically killed in an automobile accident with 3 of his closest friends. Chase exhibited the following characteristics: kind, humble, selfless, hardworking, athletic, loyal, positive with a contagious smile, love for the outdoors, and lastly, an entrepreneurial spirit. Entrepreneurial spirit is a mindset. It's an attitude and an approach to thinking that actively seeks out change rather than waiting to adapt to change. It's a mindset that embraces critical questioning, innovation, service, and continuous improvement. The recipient of this scholarship exemplifies Chase's traits. The Fawcett family and our supportive community would like to congratulate Benjamin Toby as this year's recipient.
Congratulations, Ben.
I'd now like to welcome to the podium our Assistant Principal, Ms. Jackie Perret.
It is my honor to be presenting tonight the first Karen Perry Scholarship. Karen was a longtime educator and athletic director at Gardiner Area High School, who was loved and respected by many. This scholarship is awarded to a student who has played one varsity sport or more and is involved in at least one additional extracurricular activity or a member of a community service organization. The recipient must exhibit kindness, commitment, leadership, teamwork, respect for others, integrity, and service to those in need. These are all activities and qualities that were important to Karen. The recipient of this $1,000 Karen E. Perry Memorial Scholarship is Taryn Nichols.
Our next scholarship is the Louis J. Schaefer Community Trust Scholarship, and these scholarships are in the amount of $5,000, and we have 3 recipients tonight. Louis John Schaefer, known as Jake, was a prominent businessman in central Maine. After attending the U.S. Naval Academy and serving his country, he and his wife returned to her hometown of Gardiner, Maine, where they resided at 1 Northern Ave, now occupied by Kennebec Savings Bank. Jake served as Director of Depositors Trust, now KeyBank, for 25 years, helped found the United Way of Kennebec Valley in 1955, was a member of Gardiner's Christ Church, was active in the Masons and the Cora Shrine, and served as a board president of Gardiner General Hospital and the Augusta Country Club. The Louis J. Schaefer Community Trust Scholarship was established to provide financial support for post-secondary education to students of academic promise who need financial assistance. The trustees have established scholarships for 3 graduating seniors who reside in Gardiner, each in the amount of $5,000. Gardiner Area High School students receiving this scholarship are Abigail Cooley, Danica Martin, and Zach Reed. Senator George J. Mitchell Scholarship is traditionally announced by our Gardiner Area High School recipient from the previous year. At this time, can I please have Haley Peacock to the stage?
Hi, I'm Haley Peacock. I am a Mitchell Scholar and a graduate of Gardiner Area High School. For 30 years, the Senator George J. Mitchell Scholarship Research Institute has been committed to expanding access to higher education for Maine students. This year, the Mitchell Institute is proud to award 200 scholarships to graduating high school students from every community in Maine. There were over 1,600 applications from across the state, resulting in an incredibly competitive selection process. The scholarship award is $10,000, but perhaps just as important, Mitchell scholars are given access to personal and professional development programs, additional funding opportunities, and ongoing resources in support as college students and beyond. Please join me in congratulating the 2025 recipient from Gardiner Area High School, Isaiah Brutton.
Our next scholarship is the Tyler Grand Mason Melmac Scholarship in the amount of $2,000. This scholarship is awarded to a student in recognition of their contributions to their high school, to the community in which they live, and to the lives of others. This year's recipient is Maddie Noss. Our next scholarship is the Gardiner Federal Credit Union. It's a scholarship that's awarded to a student pursuing a post-secondary education or graduate degree and who is a qualifying member of Gardiner Federal Credit Union. This scholarship is in the amount of $2,000, and this year's recipient is Taryn Nichols. Our next scholarship is the Shane Malloy Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,500. This scholarship is awarded in honor of Shane A. Malloy to a student who strives to succeed, works hard, helps those around them, and enjoys life. His scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who embodies Shane Malloy's hard work ethic, and a willingness to help those around them. This year's recipient is Maya Shaw. Our next scholarship is the Grace C. Auber Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $6,000. This scholarship is awarded to a student who plans to enter the ministry, pursue a degree in missionary work, or demonstrates morality and character. This year's recipient is Jessalyn Ellis. Our next scholarship is the Helen and James Webster Scholarship, and we have two recipients. These scholarships are in the amount of $5,000. This scholarship is awarded to students who are long-term residents of South Gardiner or Pittston, Maine, who will attend a post-secondary institution, who demonstrate good citizenship, and who are in good academic standing. This year's recipients are Austin Gould and Dana Roberts. Wait, will you help me maybe with that?
Sure. All
right. We now have the Worthington Scholarship Foundation. We have 7 recipients, and these scholarships are in the amount of $5,000 each. The scholarship is awarded to a Maine graduate pursuing an in-state post-secondary education and who is in good academic standing. Our recipients are Isaiah Breton, Emily Brown, Jessalyn Ellis, Braden O'Donnell, Mike Pooler, Brianna Sheen, and Zoe Mishuk. We will now begin the awarding of our diplomas.
Starting on the left.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Sousa, attending the University of Maine. Hunter Adam Collins. Jazzy Nicole Griotsky, joining the workforce. Addison Rebecca Serber, attending Southern Maine Community College. Sophie Rose Marie Guthrie, attending the University of New Hampshire. Brianna Lynn Sheen, attending the University of Maine at Machias. Abigail May McLaughlin, joining the workforce. Chloe Lynn Blyer, attending Aveda Institute. Angel Pera, attending Southern Maine Community College. Quinn Danforth, joining the workforce. Sandy Faye Bollock, joining the workforce. joining the workforce. Zoe Lee Mays Mishud, attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Madeline Rebecca Nass, attending Thomas College. Sarah Faith Goulet, attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Sierra Jaden Farias, attending Central Maine Community College. Phoebe Ray Fairservice, attending Central Maine Community College. Olivia Rose Marquis, attending Central Maine Community College. Ada Grace McCormick, attending Southern Maine Community College. Catherine Ann DeVersey, attending Husson University. Harmony Elizabeth Cummings, attending Eastern Maine Community College. Emma Rose Robertson, attending Central Maine Community College. Madeline Natalia Mishud, attending Southern Maine Community College. Markael Alexis Mishud, joining the workforce. Sydney Elizabeth Barlow, attending Southern Maine Community College. Haley Marie Ladd, attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Lydia May Giro, attending Husson University. Ariana Lee Marcos, attending the University of Maine. Danica Marie Martin, attending Florida Atlantic University. Maya Ray Shaw, attending the University of New Hampshire. Landon Bryce Frazier, joining the workforce. Jessalyn Louise Ellis, attending Southern Maine Community College. Haley Diane Buttery, attending Southern Maine Community College. Tavia Elise Beaulieu, attending University of Southern Maine. Deanna Rose Lowe, joining the workforce. Emma Madison Murphy, joining the workforce. Kyle Richard Duty, attending the University of Maine. Ella Mae Manser, attending the University of Maine at Machias. Emily Ann Brown, attending the University of Maine, Augusta. Grace Lynn Bartlett, attending the University of Maine. Abigail Reese Cooley, attending Emmanuel College. Elizabeth Clausen will be taking a gap year. Talia Ann Walker, attending the University of Maine. Keegan Matthew Parento, attending Central Maine Community College. Abigail Elizabeth Trask, attending the University of Southern Maine. Mackenzie Erin Soyette, attending the University of Southern Maine. Taryn Claudia Nichols, attending the University of Southern Maine. Lily Faye Kokernak, attending the Maine College of Health Professions. Maya May Pettingill, attending the University of Southern Maine. Kaylin Rain Peekins, attending the University of Maine. Emma Grace Smith will be taking a gap year. Braden William O'Donnell, attending the University of Maine, Farmington. Hunter James Gagney, joining the workforce. Wyatt George Gove, joining the workforce. Eli Joshua Chadbourne, attending Central Maine Community College. Jeffrey Peter Chadbourne Jr., attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Sage Scully, attending Bowdoin College. Zeke Mason Ramsey, joining the workforce. Adriana Faith Erie, attending Central Maine Community College. Daniela Jean Quayle, joining the workforce. Catherine Diane LaJoy, attending Cincinnati Ballet Academy. Abrielle Dustin, attending the University of Maine. Jordan Lynn Novak, attending Central Maine Community College. Eli Randall Robbins, attending Central Maine Community College. Lily Ann Staples, attending University of New England. Cameron Avery Chadbourne, attending the University of Maine. Isaiah Daniel Breton, attending the University of Maine, Farmington. Daniel Marcelo Reed, attending Central Maine Community College. Bryce Damian Dudley, joining the workforce. Bjorn Thomas Knox, serving our country in the United States Army. Anthony Gerard Boyce, attending the State University of New York at Buffalo. Alexander Michael Taylor, joining the workforce. Savannah K. Johnson, attending Southern Maine Community College. Max Jade Bowling, attending Central Maine Community College. Xavier Elijah Smith, serving our country in the United States Marine Corps. Max Eli Duville, serving our country in the United States Army. Rule Weston Ryder, attending Central Maine Community College. Benjamin Charles Lamoureux, joining the workforce. Sterling Joseph Peter Williams, joining the workforce. Lee Michael Warren, attending Central Maine Community College. Ryan Patrick Hinckley, attending Central Maine Community College. Sadie Lynn Dakin, attending the University of Maine, Augusta. Dylan Scott Farnham, serving our country in the United States Marine Corps. Donovan Susi, attending Southern Maine Community College. Henry Ryan Avery, attending Central Maine Community College. Michael Pooler, attending Quinnipiac University. Benjamin Michael Toby, attending Maine Maritime Academy. Connor Shane McCaslin, attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Nathaniel Doyen, joining the workforce. Keith Anthony Riggin, attending Central Maine Community College. Thanos Andrew David Dacus, joining the workforce. Griffin Richards, attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Dylan Roland Rideout, joining the workforce. Cam Truman, joining the workforce. Coleman Thomas Gilbert, attending Southern Maine Community College. Anthony Malcolm, attending Central Maine Community College. Zachary Scott Reed, attending Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Evan Donald Ahern, attending University of Maine, Augusta. Willem Stephen Frey, attending Central Maine Community College. Jafreda Louise Roman, joining the workforce. Landon Davis Gallant, attending Central Maine Community College. Aiden Daniel Poisson, attending Central Maine Community College. Ozzie Richard Dwight Burns, attending Southern Maine Community College. Dana Thomas Roberts, attending Maine Maritime Academy. Anthony Michael Rivera, attending Central Maine Community College. Alex Thomas Lee Roy, attending Central Maine Community College. Eric Ray Wilson, serving our country in the National Guard. Parker Stephen St. Pierre, serving our country in the United States Navy. Destiny Ray Williams, joining the workforce. Sadie Jean Sorois, attending Kennebec Valley Community College. Chase Michael Canaris, attending Southern Maine Community College. Keegan James Dallas Kimball, attending Central Maine Community College. Wyatt Roger Von Lint, serving our country in the United States Navy. Philip Aaron Lewis, joining the workforce. Wyatt Caden Seidlinger, joining the workforce. Amir Kasim Mohsin, joining the workforce. Austin Lee Gould, attending University of New Haven. Chase Jonathan David Burgess, attending Maine Maritime Academy. Skylar Libby, joining the workforce. Ruby Elizabeth Marie Rolfe, attending Southern Maine Community College. Chastity Jane Stanley, attending Southern Maine Community College. Graham Forrest Brown, undecided. Jake Alton Farnham, attending Maine Maritime Academy. Kian Gray Alves, attending the University of Maine. I'd now like to invite Gabby Sousa and Maddie Noss to the stage for the turning of the tassels. Thank you, Gabby and Maddie.
I'll take that can.
Let's give it up for the class of 2025. So the class of 2025, it's my absolute honor and joy to stand before you tonight. This moment, your graduation, is the result of years of effort, growth, and determination. It's a milestone that marks not just what you've accomplished, but who you've become along the way. If there's one word that defines the class of 2025, it's resilience. Over the past 4 years, you faced obstacles that no class before you could have fully prepared for. From navigating the aftermath of a global pandemic, to adjusting to the new ways of learning, to finding your voice in an ever-changing world, you have proven time and time again that you can rise. Resilience isn't just about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about waking up on the hard days and choosing to keep going. It's about failing and then getting back up, a little stronger and a little smarter. It's about being uncomfortable and growing anyways. And most importantly, it's about believing that you are capable of more, even when things around you feel uncertain. I've seen you show up for each other, advocate for yourselves, and face challenges with courage and creativity. I've watched you become leaders, not just in our classrooms and hallways, but in our community. You've volunteered, performed, competed, worked jobs, helped your families, and supported your peers, often quietly, often without recognition. That is resilience in action. And as you head into this next chapter, whether it's college, a career, the military, a gap year, or a path all your own, remember that the same strength that brought you here will carry you forward. Life won't always follow the script, but you now know how to write your own. And through it all, never forget this, you will always have a home here in Gardiner. This is a community that cares deeply about you, your teachers, coaches, mentors, and neighbors. Every one of them has walked alongside of you, cheered you on, and believed in your potential. And they will continue to do so, no matter where your path leads. Whether you're near or far, whether you need encouragement, advice, or just a place to land, you have people here who will always welcome you back with pride and open arms. As you walk out of this auditorium tonight, take with you the pride of everything you've overcome and the promise of everything still ahead. And know that one day, you'll look back on these moments as the good old days that helped shape who you are. I'll end with the words of someone who understood the true path to greatness. Football legend Paley once said, "Success is no accident, it's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you're doing or learning to do." Congratulations, class of 2025, you did it. On behalf of the faculty and MSA the 11, we wish you the best. Graduates, for those of you who are participating in tonight's parade, we ask you to please make your way after the ceremony to the Winter Street Baptist Church. People will be there to help you get in line. For our community, our families, our friends, our parents, guardians, a celebration will occur down at the Gardiner waterfront for our seniors tonight following the parade. There will be live music, food trucks, and more. There will also be a fireworks show at the waterfront that will start at approximately 9. Everyone is welcome. Could I have Gabby and Maddie come back up here to raise the class and get them ready for the recessional? Faculty, please follow me as we lead the class out. And thank you everyone for being here tonight, and we hope you have a safe drive home.
Stay right there.
Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I would've gone back on that shell. Wish I would've